Right guys, gonna throw up another mod video. This one's a little more simpler than the PPSH mods. So I've got my mask off this time, so hopefully we get a bit better sound quality, because it's been bad in the past, but that's actually because I broke my camera case. So here we go. This is the MP18 or the A5 DMR mod, whatever you want to call it. Loosely based off the MP18, the World War I machine gun, with a much longer shroud. Of course, mag feed. The standard Wrap 4 round collar mags. And the standard mag well, it's just held on with 2 bolts. And then 1 bolt, if you can see that, right there, that screws onto where the cyclone feed used to be. Same SKS stock used in the PPSH mods, just cut up a bit different. And this one's a lot, hasn't been revarnished or sanded down or anything, because this was more of a personal marker. So I mean, you can tell by the quality, nothing's been repainted, it's all just, you know, whatever I found around. The shroud is rolled aluminium, which is hyper holes drilled in it. I didn't actually make this, one of my brothers did, but they weren't using it, so I was like, oh, what the hell, I'll take it. I could redo it with the flatline shrouds. For the A5s, they look very similar, just put 2 of them together and you can make up the shroud. But yeah, this is a very, very cheap mod and easy thing to do. I mean, it's, yeah, quality's good, but it's not going to cost you much to do. It's good for a starter mod if you're looking at modding your A5. Now the trigger, I can show you here. We have another single trigger connected with a steel rod, which is pinned through the original trigger here, and you can just see it pulls like that. That's the trigger return spring, just in a plastic, don't even know what you call that. It's just a piece of plastic that's been glued into the original trigger spring slot. And this bit of tape here, that just holds the whole trigger assembly, and when you take it out, just keeps it in place instead of having to line it up and then thread it through that hole. You can't really see it through there. But yeah, it's quite a nice gun. A lot of people were surprised that, you know, well, I was surprised that a lot of people sort of like this sort of thing. It was just a gun that I was been mucking around with, had for about 5 years. Thought, oh, let's do some woodwork with it. It does take tools to disassemble, unlike the PPSH. It's held in by 2 screws, one which replaces the original screw under there that holds that side in, and then through the cyclone air port, instead of having a cyclone feed, there it is, just another screw in there, and then you've got the safety hole. Standard ASA for running a remote line. That's, yeah, and that's your DMR, A5 DMR. Now I call it a DMR because one, it's a lot longer than a submachine gun, shit. And 2, because the trigger fire is a lot slower because of the trigger relocation. You don't have as much leverage on it anymore. But yeah, and compared to the PPSH, see, same sort of stock, exactly the same, just different colouring, and then lengthwise, there you go, that's your difference. It might be easier to show. Yeah. Well, that's about it. Let me know if you liked it, what you think about it.